Did you know that codependency is the biggest addiction? The biggest addiction is people to people. The addiction to people comes because it helps us feel full. So when we're empty, we fill up. And it's because human beings believe that they're separate from one another. And that creates the emptiness inside. So it becomes anxious or depression. And anxious needs sedating, and depression needs more stimulation. So when we try and we don't get filled up, we then become addicted to feeling that full, satisfied feeling. And one cycle of pattern feeds the other. But remembering that when we're codependent, we're dependent on something outside of ourselves, and we've forgotten beautifully that we are already complete inside. When you came in as that baby, you cried for your needs. You cried for love, you cried for food, you cried for your nappy needing changing, you cried for settling. You asked out your needs, and you believed that you deserved it, that you were good enough, that you were enough to have this, and you didn't even question asking for your needs. But as we go through life, we start being asked, what do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? How are you going to live this life? Who are you going to be? Anything other than who we already are. So we're patterned with all of these external stimulus and external expectations, and we forget a part of who we are, true to ourselves. Just being able to sit with yourself and be is success. More people are people dependent than any other form of addiction. And it means I have forgotten who I am. I feel an emptiness, and I would appreciate it if you or anyone or anything outside of me could fill me up and make me feel different. I feel so up, bring me down. I feel so down, pick me up. You make me feel so wonderful, and if I don't feel good, you're to blame. So, how do we come back from that? We do the work. We go within. We look at our patterns. We look at our beliefs. We start becoming responsible and accountable for every situation that we create in our life experience here in human form. We reconnect to ourselves. We reconnect to healing, to the self-solutions. We have everything inside of us to help us feel at peace, harmony, and accepted by ourselves. We have the self, we have the spirit, and then we have the others, which is anything outside of ourselves, the things that we latch onto and fill ourselves up with, forgetting that that part of who I am is enough. So we can ask out, please show me my value, my lovability that I already have inside of me. And that may feel a really strange thing to ask yourself, but you have value, you have lovability, you are loved and you are lovable. We can also ask ourselves, how do I become a healthier being? Prayer and meditation. By doing self-healing regularly, you can create healthier boundaries. You can start saying no healthily instead of saying yes when you mean no, which creates resentment. You can create the boundaries of self-care, self-love, self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-love. And that will help create a connection to others that are healthy, because remember, if you feel like your life is chaotic on the outside, it's because you are feeling chaotic within. So by bringing it back to you, working within, reducing that chaos into feeling harmony, peace, acceptance, acknowledging, filling up with new, giving thanks for all these lessons that are coming through, because that's all they are, messengers with deeper learnings, deeper messages for you to pick up and do the work to ascend you into that higher vibration, that higher self, that divine that you already are, to remind you to rebalance, to come back to center. And we get this with connection with ourselves, intimacy, affection, eye communication, and listening. So connect with yourself, create that healthy connection with yourself, and then create that healthy connection with others, and detach with love. Release the codependence, the addictions, the addictability, and start feeling good with who you are, all that you are, knowing that we're interconnected, and every situation and person that comes into our life is going to hold up a mirror of some sort somewhere for us to pick up the lessons from, and also to show us the learning and growth that we have achieved and succeeded with so far in this life. Remember your gifts. Remember what you've come in with. If you've forgotten, search, find it. You'll know what it is, because it will feel really good. That brings you joy. We all have gifts to share in this life, and we all have a place, and we are all divine. Even when we're feeling, wow, that's a tough lesson, wow, life feels challenging right now, we can move through it. We can go from harmony to disharmony into repair, whether that's the relationship with ourselves or the relationship with others. But just start to become aware. Am I codependent on something external to me? People, material? Then you're feeling a loneliness and emptiness somewhere inside of you that may be generational, maybe child experience, may even be a later trauma, stress response experience that's sitting in your system still, where you believe, I am not enough. And that may be affecting your day-to-day life, beliefs, patterns, thoughts, behaviours. And just remember, you are the creator. You have the power to empower and motivate and find someone to be your accountability partner to work through these things if you struggle to do it yourself. But it is possible. You can do the work yourself or reach out and do the work with others. Connect. Connect with yourself. Connect with others. And choose to do the work to give you that quality life that you desire and deserve. So it is.